Alright, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to some Quantum Break Part 4, or Act 4, even Part 1. We're on the bridge. Which I swear, I thought I remember playing through this, and think I saw this bridge and I was like, is this an Alan Wake reference? Secret History of Time Travel. Oh, we have an extra loading screen. Oh wow, it's really loading, huh? All this, and now I'm just gonna have to check the controls right after anyways.
You took the one thing Mr. Serene needed to survive, Dr. Amaral. That made you priority one.
Yeah, they made that clear. Monarch lined every escape route with barricades, roadblocks. I had to get to the mainland, but I couldn't do it by car. Needed a new plan.
All right, let's go.
Beth, I think I'm gonna need a ride. The streets are too hot.
Alright, where do you want me?
I'll let you know as soon as I find some higher ground and get a good look at the situation on the bridge. I think it might be a no-go.
Alright, just gotta remember all these controls. Oh, flashbang. Apologies. Okay, tap, aim, stop, fire, shield, blah blah, weapons. Perfect. Makes sense.
Gotta get to higher ground.
Alright, chill out, Jack. We'll get there. Only 6. Alright, welcome back to Jack Joyce's Quantum Break. No, it's just chirping about the other thing. I'm making fun of him, but he'll be... I love this guy.
I'm looking at the bridge right now. It's a lot of Monarch. I don't know, maybe you could sneak across?
Well, maybe.
Or I could pick you up. Let me know. Pretty exposed out here, so try to make it fast.
I'll be a lot better when you get me on that boat.
Lobster.
Monarch's on my ass. I'm not exactly making friends out here. How's Dr. Amaral?
Still kicking and screaming. How long do you need to get here?
That depends. Let me check. Paul. What the actual fuck?
This is the first one he has a comment to say about like that.
Better get inside before the chopper spots me.
Yeah, well, we'll get there. We'll get there, Mr. Jack.
Alright, that's it.
Still there?
Yeah, I'm just...
Yeah, just looking for a viewpoint.
Everybody calm down. Nobody wanted... Like... Did this happen? I don't remember this in Alan Wake. Never so much do I... Well, I don't know. There was a good amount of... But it was like very important yapping if I were to get interrupted in Alan Wake, where it's just like Barry was on the phone or something. In this one, it feels like sometimes every 5 seconds Microsoft had to come in and be like, hey, you gotta tell them to fucking get a move on instead of looking around. Ooh, hey, what's this? Ooh, yes. Night Springs.
So,
What?
we don't know where he is. We can't
Oh,
find
oops.
him. So we need to look into a replacement.
All ponies are made of butter in Night Springs.
There's always lots of the Kratzu things happening in Gitu of Niget Springs.
Thank you.
All ponies are made of butter in Night Springs. We know the old dance, the fortunate and the destitute. The haves and the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street. But the tables can be but the tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself the consumable resource. Do that again.
Who's this fella?
And yet, that is the fate that awaits you in Night Fringe.
Oh.
It's Night Springs.
Night Cringe.
Springs.
Bright Blings.
Night Springs.
Oh, he was so close.
Winge.
Jesus.
We know the old dance. The fortunate and the destitute. The haves and the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street, but the tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself the consumable resource in Night Springs.
Right things.
I was like, that one guy was really good. He just couldn't say Night Springs. Poor old fella. Dude, it's been even a couple weeks and I've played like 7 different fighting games. Like, that's actually not even maybe an exaggeration. And I'm still, my brain is like, oh, it's the generator. Press the generator button from Alan Wake from however long ago that was. Oh shit.
We still have no visual on Joyce or Wilder. Doing another sweep.
I can't stay here long, Jack. You're gonna need to be quick.
Yeah, about that.
Bad news?
Reoccurring theme of the night. I'm looking at the bridge right now. If I go anywhere near that thing, there's gonna be innocent people caught in the crossfire.
All right. Any bright
Thanks for your
ideas?
patience, folks. Have you on your way again soon.
Let me see. There's a pier under the bridge. You should be able to meet me there with the boat. Giant gas sign out front. Can't miss it.
It's nice and bright for Monarch to see.
There's not a lot of options. Switching to Monarch frequencies. Be in touch soon.
And I'll be there in a few minutes. Don't stand me up.
Uh-oh. Jack, this is probably your last chance.
Okay, how are we getting down there? Where's the fire pole?
You've kind of been a hothead this whole time. Let's see if you're, ooh, hello.
For those of you just tuning in, the manhunt continues as authorities search for Jack Joyce, the suspect in last night's university terror attack. Joyce may also have been involved in a firefight at the Monarch Mansion on Gull Island approximately 30 minutes ago. On the line, we have Ken Bukowski, a bridge operator for the Port Donnelly Bridge. Ken, what can you tell us about the situation out there?
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to my little guy. Hey, Ben, hope you're listening.
Isn't it past his bedtime?
He'll be up reading those Hunger Games books if I know him. But, yeah, I'm just out here in the control booth overlooking the bridge. Monarch's got a roadblock set up, checking all the cars as they go through. It's all very well organized. I got a nice young fellow from Monarch up here, Darren, doing some kind of lookout from above. He's not a coffee drinker, so there must be something wrong with him. No, but we're in good hands. Even though it's not cops at the roadblock.
Yes, Ken, Monarch is working to assist the police in the hunt for Jack Joyce. I know some people have asked, does Monarch have the authority to do this? Well, my question is, if not Monarch, then who? I think we need to recognize recognize that
What?
we are currently in a state of crisis. Why isn't Joyce behind bars? If the police are overwhelmed, then I say we take all the help we can get. Monarch is the only thing keeping this city safe. Am I right, Ken?
I guess that makes sense.
You bet it does. I suggest we stop asking why
Doesn't
they're
sound that
helping us
convinced.
and start helping them. But that's just me. We're opening the lines for your thoughts, Riverport, right after this.
Yes, you can shut it down again. You can cut off the callers.
Excuse me, sir. We're helping the police looking for a terrorist. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Is that the guy who blew up the library? James Joyce? Jack Joyce, yeah. You see anything out of the ordinary? Well,
I think it could just be
there's a
stand.
car parked in the streets back there. It's kind of wrecked. A little unusual. Please, show me where. Right now.
Damn it. Better hurry.
Oh wow, they actually that was actually an actual clue, even though I was standing right in the window. Odell's Seafood. Oh, nice. Well, I got all time now. As a shifter.
What do we got here?
Terrorist known as Jack Joyce. Thanks for your continued patience. Please talk to one of our security personnel if you have anything to report.
Is that guy? Who's saying that?
Somebody's sneaking around down there. Hey! I think that's Jack Joyce!
Wow, rude. What do I have? Okay. Ooh, dude, that's a good rifle. Oh. Oh no! Oh shit! Where'd all you guys come from? All right, everybody just. Ow, 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 ow. Punch him. I can't punch him. I can't punch him either. They know. Shit. Okay, nice. So, oh, shitty shooting. Whew. Oh, that was the last guy.
My plan to meet Beth went out the window as soon as the stutter hit.
Her boat couldn't get to you.
No. But it gave me an opportunity to climb up on the bridge and cross it. Slip right past Monarch, more or less undetected.
Oh, well, that's good. I was gonna say, I do remember this area. Is that a
Get up on that bridge and
train?
make my way across it before this stutter ends.
I do think the garage scene from the other video did have like a... there might be one thing that we're definitely missing out on a cool song for, sadly. Okay, this is just the inside of that. Usually the rule seems to have been there's no items in the combat area, so let's just continue then. Oh! No, I think it's right outside it. Right as they say that, it starts chirping. Yeah, what's this? An upgrade. No trespassing? Now open. Oh, it's the Lobster Shack. Uncle Joe's? Uncle Stu's. Something important about Uncle Stu's. But not really. I think that's just a wild man's conspiracy. I don't think the Chronon Source's locations are that well tied. Wait, is this... Wait, where was that? I thought I just saw it. Yeah, wait, it's still saying there's something this way. Wait, hold on. Wait, now it says it's up there? What the? And now it says it's back? No, I'm like basically under it. Or on top of it. Well, I don't see anything up there. And then it chirps and says, run back there. Okay, we're continuing. It's probably like above me. Yeah.
The scene on the bridge was unreal. They weren't cops. They had no authority to do this. But the Monarch PR machine had done its job. Here they were. The heroes protecting everybody.
And you were the terrorist.
Yeah.
Dude, taking a selfie with like vigilante security is crazy. Or like corporate security. That's nuts. Monarch notice board. Have you seen these two? Charlie Willincott and Fiona Miller. Thought in connection with recent terror events. Do not approach. Please contact Monarch Solutions with any information as to their whereabouts. Well, I saw them on a TV episode. Does that count? Who's this? What's going on?
If you see him, don't try to approach him. Just call the number, okay?
It's even worse than my passport picture.
Mugshot. Wanted. Jack Joyce subject is armed and extremely dangerous. I'm fine. I might be armed though.
Just be patient. Don't walk yourself. Just making sure everybody's safe.
Alright, Monarch Field Orders update. Martin Hatch. Hey, hold on. Before I read that. This is chirping. I needed to stop.
There we go.
There we go indeed. Field orders update. Martin Hatch. All field operatives be advised that Martin Hatch is now considered a compromised asset. All orders are and instructions from him, new or existing, have been rendered invalid and have been countermanded. Please contact your supervisor for further information as required. Hatch is responsible for the destruction of vital medical supplies involved with the deaths of numerous Monarch personnel and may be collaborating with Jack Joyce. Oh shit. The investigation is ongoing. But Martin Hatch is to be detained with maximum force if encountered. If he cannot be captured, he should be considered a priority target who should under no circumstances be allowed to escape. Take no chances, he is considered to be extremely dangerous. So wait, now he's been officially ousted.
Goddamn Mickey Mouse detail. Ridiculous.
Because yeah, the first time I played this, I'm pretty sure I convinced, or like I had him not trust his people. Now he ousted his head of security as a result. So now we're both on the run. I wonder how that works. Oh. Hello, sir. I love this circle thing in the sky. Yeah, like look at that little circle spiral deal. Oh. Okay. Oh, I've been disrupted or whatever. Oh, fuck. Okay. That is not my problem, game. My problem is not getting lost right now. If anything, it's not having an actual weapon for this. Oh wow, this skip flashbang. Okay. Ooh!
Gotta move.
Badoosh! Oh my god, camera. Figure out what you want to do. That doesn't actually help me. Oh god. Okay. Oh my god, the effects. Oh, I really am out. The stutters are getting too strong. Swoosh. Is that it? No, he's still alive. He just was able to turn around pretty quick. Damn. Oh, the car's in the way. Ooh. Okay. You can talk about this fella. Wait, does he actually not know where I am? Oh, this guy, that's... Yeah, wait. No, it's not. Damn, how what do you need? I'm almost out of ammo, dude. Oh, fuck. Give me that. Give me that. Oh my god. The effects and how I position myself are just getting in the way. I definitely did not do myself any favors. There we go. Holy.
Okay, good. That's cool. Just gotta make it across this damn bridge and I'll be clear.
Okay. I might as well keep the shotgun since we have ammo for it. Oh, never mind. No, we're taking the carbine. There's a backpack here. Give me that. And what else do we have? First pistol, no thank you. Oh, there's a backpack there. Oh, that would have made things a little bit easier. Whoops. I broke the door. Oh, you don't want to Metal Gear me? Is that the last one? Oh, shit. Sorry. Flashbang. Very late. That would be nice. Multi-takedown. For 6, maybe. Or an extra time stop. Or this. No, maybe I want this. We'll see the rest. Oh, we have everything. Alright, perfect. Alright, well then, sorry, last flashbang warning incoming, potentially. Because now, diaries? Yeah, we have a Paul diary that we need to check out. Okay, let's do that real fast.
It was him. The whole time, Martin fucking Hatch has been sabotaging me from the inside. He destroyed the lab containing my only treatments. I can feel my sickness spreading by the minute. Without those treatments, it's only a matter of time until... He's had his hands in every phase of Monarch's development, overseen our R&D division for years. Why? Why now? This can't
You
be
put
about
him there?
control. He wants control of Monarch. He is using this company for his own agenda, building towards something. All those secret projects I granted him, what has he been up to? We will find him, and I will put an end to this once and for all.
If you say so. Oh, the bridge is freaking out. Oh. That's just so sick. How do you even like survive hanging like that?
This is so bad.
I knew I'd be dead if the stutter collapsed while I was in the frozen crash. I had to reach solid ground, and the deck of the cargo ship was my best bet. Just had to find a way down.
So we are right above the cargo ship. This is the craziest thing ever. When there's like a stutter in between like this, especially, there's a reason I think I remember this is because, ow! Because yeah, this is just nuts. Look how big this boat is. And I just like, just from a level design perspective too. This is just insane. Like, do you think they planned out? Alright, we're gonna crash this bridge, and then this thing is gonna specifically become this for this segment.
Frozen crash was a mess. Somehow, I had to find my way across. Hope for the best.
Like, now this one they probably planned like a thing. But, I mean, it looks so believable still. Like, it's crazy. Because it's like, you couldn't just like there's no way like you'd get something this nice in like a pure physics simulation, right? Is that actually, ow, why is it just hurting me by... Well, the way they did it just looks so good.
I kept heading downwards, towards the cargo ship.
Oh yeah, this is crazy, I think. Oh. It's so lucky.
The route down wasn't exactly user-friendly.
That's pretty user-friendly for a video game. Dude, I can't believe the ship didn't it looks like it's like relatively fine. I guess for now.
The fracture was getting much worse. Timelines getting scrambled. Caught in violent loops, off sync.
Oh! I thought in slow motion I'd be fine. That's okay. Hey, where am I? Oh, I see. We're here.
I kept heading downwards, towards the cargo ship.
I love the ship horn going off.
The route down wasn't exactly user-friendly.
There was that splution in there. Or maybe it's things that are about to sploosh.
The fracture was getting much worse. Timelines getting scrambled. Caught in violent loops, off sync. Crashing into each other. This was what the end of time would look like. Everything was broken. In chaos. Frozen. And no one would know.
Oh.
Come on, Come on, come on.
It's so crazy. It's such a interesting concept too. The end of time, like, and literally as in time stops working.
The fracture was escalating. Objects were moving out of time, out of order, entire timelines overlapping. And it was gonna get worse, unless we could stop it.
Holy chonky load.
Power you're wielding. You need to hand this technology over to Monarch. I've prepared for what happens next.
You say you're prepared, but no part of this plan of yours involves stopping it from happening.
Even if I fix William's machine, what could you possibly hope to achieve? The end of time is coming. There's no way to—
Hey! This isn't a debate. I just watched a ship fast forward through a fucking bridge. Time is running out, and the fracture's getting worse by the minute.
And it cannot be stopped. Paul has been to the end of time. He's witnessed it firsthand. Can't you see? We prepared for what's next out of necessity.
Your research is based on work by William Joyce. You respected him. He knew that the fracture would occur, but he also knew that it could be fixed. Will built a way to stop the fracture. This. The countermeasure. We're traveling to the past to retrieve it.
It's also a CFR.
You
That's
can help us
detailed
get
on
there
the thing.
faster. Or you can agree to disagree.
I'll have to run diagnostics on the machine. I can't promise anything before that.
Amy, take Emerald to the machine. Keep an eye on her.
Sure thing. Okay, Doctor, let's go. And I can see right through you. Don't try anything stupid. You will regret it.
She's like a college student.
Jack, before we head downstairs, we have to talk about something.
Very well. Dude, we had 2 hours left.
Okay, what's up?
It's about the plan. If Amaral gets the machine working...
We go back to yesterday and undo all of this.
Listen. In the video Will left for me, he said the countermeasure was stolen from his workshop on July 4th, 2010. He also said I took it. Maybe I did, Jack. We have a time machine.
You're saying we go to 2010. We steal it.
If Will was right, that would mean it wouldn't be a change. We take the countermeasure, bring it to the present, fix the fracture, save the world.
Okay. Explain to me why that's a better plan than just going back to yesterday and preventing all this from happening in the first place.
Because I'm afraid that based on what I know about time travel, we can't change anything. The past has already happened. We can't
You gotta close the
change it.
loop.
But my way, we don't have to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my plan still feels simpler. Let's just get the machine working.
What else?
Dr. Amaral seems convinced that Paul's been to the end of time. Do you think that's true?
Can't be. Otherwise, trying to prevent it would be pointless.
Why?
Because it's already happened.
It's true. Alright, what do we have here? That's 2010 plan. Beth charts and plans the plan to travel to 2010 and steal the countermeasure. Well, we can't actually read it though. We have to manually read it. Fixed time machine, travel to 2010, retrieve countermeasure, workshop, return to 2016, post-university incident. How much longer? Use countermeasure to fix the fracture. Amaral. Original arrival point, countermeasure, how long until time ends? Well, allegedly 2 hours. What do we have here?
Hatch.
Ooh.
This is the guy that visited me in the cell.
Sounds like Serene's onto him. According to Monarch Communications, Hatch sabotaged a Monarch lab.
He may be undermining Paul, but I get the impression he's not on our side.
Alright, Martin Hatch dossier. Martin Hatch, what we know. Facts gathered by Fiona Miller so far. He joined Monarch in 2001. Became Serene's chief advisor around 2007. No records before 2001. Who was he? Where did he come from? Working against Monarch. Possible links to the following. Death of Dr. Kim unconfirmed. Alone with Dr. Kim at the time of death. Death occurred just as Kim was on the verge of a solution to Serene's time sickness. University time machine sabotage. Unconfirmed. Miscalculations on purpose? That's seen in lab assistance in Sophia's kidnapping. Or seen in lab... Yeah, assistance. Seen in lab, assistance in Sophia's kidnapping confirmed. Distracted Monarch while kidnapping occurred. Knew we were coming. Did not alert Serene. Destruction of Serene's remaining sickness treatments. Unconfirmed. Was present outside Dr. Kim's lab when lab was destroyed. Accused Sophia of being responsible for this. Helped Charlie Wincott escape. Confirmed. Currently helping Charlie reach Monarch Tower undetected. Disobeyed direct orders from Paul Serene. Wants access to CFR. Potentially desires to sabotage lifeboat protocol. Alright, sabotaging Serene. Motive. Secretly assuring Serene's downfall. Wants to take over Monarch. Why? Sabotaging Monarch's survival plan from within. Not possible reason for this. Doesn't believe countermeasure could stop fracture. Not a potential ally. Works for Monarch, therefore believes end of time is inevitable. Then why attempt to sabotage lifeboat protocol? Interesting indeed. Okay, it looks like a radio in there? Alright, let's check out the radio. Oh, actually, wait, didn't Beth have something else? Oh no, we're good.
Hello, Riverport. Well, it's been a rough night for us. The collision at the Port Donnelly Bridge that has claimed multiple lives is still being investigated. At least a dozen people are confirmed dead, and investigators say they expect to find more bodies, some of which are predicted to be found in the cars at the bottom of the river. The cause of the accident remains unclear. Adding to the confusion are conflicting reports from shipboard personnel and those on dry land. The captain of the cargo ship insists that the bridge was up and the route was clear. However, some people shoreside claim the cargo ship was approaching the bridge at high speed, despite the bridge having not yet been raised. Others express surprise at the ship's presence, claiming that they do not see its approach at all. The investigation is still ongoing. We'll keep you posted. Now, obviously, this disaster will affect us in more ways than one. With the Port Donnelly Bridge out of commission, heavy congestion is expected on the other routes across the river, and we now have reports coming in of multiple car crashes all over Riverport. So you will want to reserve enough time for your trip today if you're traveling by car. Stay safe out there. Hopefully we can all get back to normal soon.
And then we get some nice violin music, I guess.
Let's see how Dr. Amaral's doing with the time machine.
Yeah.
Oh, she opened the door. Okay, never mind.
I don't think we can trust her. The way she looked at the countermeasure like she's seen it before, she knows what it does.
You think Will told her about it?
Apparently all the research is based off of it.
Will was never the kind to open up.
Or at least a chunk of it.
I can relate.
Will takes it to the next level. When we were kids, the only way that Will could express anything important to me was by informing my stuffed giraffe when I was in the room.
It's precious. And weird.
18. Okay. I was just like, should I be on the lookout? I should. Probably all out here. Alright, so there's Sophia. That is...
Did she find anything?
I'm not sure. I'll go check.
Yeah, it looks like there's more stuff.
Jack, you've got to see this.
Okay.
Hey, shouldn't you be keeping an eye on Amaral?
Yeah, well, what happened to that?
Okay, but first, you need to check out the intel I uncovered.
Go on.
All right. What is all this?
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch security station.
Should probably see how
I
Dr.
also
Emerald's
found
doing.
a video of your brother. It's on that TV. You're gonna want to see it. Everything else I printed out and put on tables over there.
Oh, thank you. Are you gonna yap at me until I talk to Dr. Amaral? Because we're gonna have a problem if you're gonna do that. I'm just gonna let you know right now. There's like a million things.
Is the city still hunting for me?
In full force.
There's
There's
a
an
ripple?
entire webpage dedicated to potential Jack Joyce sightings. So I've been filling it in with false leads for fun. Do you want to pitch in?
Oh, I see.
Post that I was spotted in the back of a catering van somewhere.
You can do better than that. But okay, I'll let them know.
What else can I do?
What's on the computer?
Monarch files I uploaded, and I kept the juiciest stuff on screen for you.
Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Let's see, is this a... Ooh, and it's a single... My favorite kind of email. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Okay, I did the... Damn it. Okay, anyways, Dream Journal 5. From Sophia to Manuel. Peretta. Dream Journal 5, my 5th entry. I recall moving through a wheat field that once belonged to my grandparents. I pressed the wheat stalks to my side with my hands, softly sifting through them at first. I pressed forward, the stalks began to wrap and curl around my arms, providing resistance to my every move. The entire field began to solidify into an unbreakable material, with my body entangled in the mess. I desperately tried to pull myself free, but every movement led to a burning sensation. The world desaturated. Time stopped. I heard an unmistakable sound of my greatest fear approaching. Shifters. They emerged from all sides, surrounding me. I looked into the distance and saw a blurry figure approaching. He tried to yell, but the words couldn't escape his throat, instead transforming into an endless shriek pulsating through my ears. His every movement and sound transformed into an agonizing discomfort all throughout my body until it became completely unbearable. Pain trumped logic. I needed to make it stop. I needed to make it all stop. I grew violent, blindly lashing out at the figure, tearing him apart. I need to destroy the source of the motion and sound that caused me such discomfort. Pain stopped as I took the figure's life. And as he died, his identity became clear. It was me. I had become the very threat I had once feared. But I did not fear anymore. I felt something very clear, very pure. I turned around to discover Jack behind me. He didn't move, but I could somehow understand his intent. He welcomed me. Every misunderstanding, all the pain we had caused one another was forgotten. We were part of a higher consciousness. I heard a voice behind me, Dr. Kim. He joined us. He told me that time once the fire in... Wait, what? He told me that time was once the fire in which we burned. He told me we would burn no more. Alright, Dr. Peretta. I'm attaching Paul Serene's most... Oh, I could have read it in order. Most recent journal entry in his dream journal. I'm growing increasingly concerned with the meaning behind these dreams, but I really need a second opinion. I can treat Paul's sickness. Really, as far as I can determine, the Chronon syndrome is more metaphysical condition than actual medical issue. But I'm a physicist. I'm very much out of my depth with all this. The exercise was meant to help alleviate stress to ease Paul's symptoms, but so far it has resulted in the opposite. Time is of the essence. His condition is getting worse by the day. Damn. Okay, well, how about this? What do we have here?
Okay. The date is... It's February 28th,
Jesus, Will.
1999. William Joyce. 1999. After months of arduous work, my machine is finally ready for human testing. Ready is defined by me, since ready is obviously a relative term when you're dealing with the deformation of the chronon field and recreating of black holes' mass density by tangent. Okay, in short summary, I built a time machine, and it works. I'm gonna prove it, or die. Okay, just need to make some final preparations. When I enter the machine, I will travel clockwise around the corridor. Okay, core is active, chronon levels are stable. Travel clockwise around the corridor, exiting back into the same location in the near future. Oh. This clock is set to my watch. Now, when I exit the machine, there should be a significant difference in time between my watch and the clock in this room.
Oh, okay.
Corridor is locked in place. Okay, setting the date to 5 minutes to the future.
I mean, it would not convince anyone else, but I'll believe them. It's not just like you just changed your watch.
But I can travel backwards in time only as far as the first activation of the machine's core, which is, well, now. Okay.
Well, for yourself, that's a good test.
Monitor is stable. What I'm about to do is going to change the very fabric of
Uh-oh. What? I actually don't remember what that is. So he built a time machine, and I assume someone comes through the time machine and does something. Or something. Alright, what's next?
Hey, Amy. What am I looking at here?
I've been recording Monarch communications with the radio that Beth left me. I made a compilation of anything that seemed like it might be useful.
A transcript of Monarch communications. Com 1032. Unknown Monarch personnel. HQ, come in. This is First Aid 1. We've got a situation over here at the hospital. Over. Monarch radio commander. Go ahead. First Aid 1. Over. Unknown Monarch personnel. It's a fucking mess down here, HQ. Burke showed up for his fucking wife like we thought. Gibson intercepted him. Burke wouldn't come quietly, so Gibson drew on him, and, well, Gibson's dead. Burke strangled him with a power cord in full sight of half the hospital, so that kind of shit show. Over. Monarch radio commander. Do you have the situation contained? Where's Burke now? Over. Unknown Monarch personnel. We're working on the scene and wiped the footage, but Gibson didn't have backup, so who knows how many people saw the fight, or where they are now. Same goes for Burke. He's in the wind. So's his wife. Over. Monarch radio commander. Copy that. First Aid 1. We'll run with that on our end. Just type things up over there. Over and out. Okay, so they I guess are just like whatever. Not the worst thing, it seems. Okay, lifeboat document. Memo controlling the riverport situation from Clarice Ogawa to field team leads. The situation is fluid and things are progressing fast, but I want to reiterate our strategy for maintaining control over the city of Riverport. As you all know, we can't actually directly control the city. We don't have the manpower, and we don't have the actual authority. It's therefore vital that we maintain a good relationship with the media and the local authorities. We have them do as much of the heavy lifting for us. Ideally, everything we do should be either undertaken by the authorities under our discreet discretion, or in cases where we take action ourselves, backed by the powers that be, creating the illusion that Monarch Solutions is working in cooperation with the legal authorities. Make no mistake. Although we have been successful thus far, the situation is not stable. It can change quickly. Key parties in the city lose confidence in us and our ability to handle the crisis. Our control will erode very quickly. Therefore, we must nurture this relationship even as we conduct our own operations, some of which may involve considerable troop mobilization and combat action. This is a constant balancing act, and while I'm confident we can pull it off, there's no room for error. We can't afford to grow complacent and sloppy. Fortunately, we are well prepared for this contingency. Long before we reached this point, we established a good rapport with the mayor, Riverport PD, and other major authorities within Riverport, as well as the most important media outlets. Our strategy is twofold. 1. Maintain control. It's imperative that we ensure the city's various power structures remaining under our control. This means maintaining a close relationship with numerous individuals and organizations, as well as manipulating the information at their disposal. While Charlie Wincott is unfortunately no longer working on this project due to unforeseen complications, he set up powerful tools and procedures for scrubbing the internet and identifying and locating problematic situations and individuals, for stationing people in the key locations and maintaining control, often under the guise of advisors and consultants to people in power. They are already to step in as required. Anybody working in these roles needs to be proactive and project a constant aura of helpful authority and dependability. Diplomacy is the order of the day, people. It's vital for maintaining certain fictions, such as Jack Joyce's culpability in the events at the university, etc. Minimize conflict. That is to say, make sure that individuals, whether they're politicians, city officials, police officers, reporters, ordinary citizens, etc., suffer a minimal impact from our activities. If we have to use force, the situation needs to take place out of sight and remain entirely contained. Whether containment means misdirection, coercion, intimidation, bribery, or some other means depends on the circumstances. It's vital that nobody is left in a position to complain. To be explicitly clear, this doesn't mean we can eliminate witnesses or cover it up. When people don't come home, others start to ask questions. So that has to be a last resort. I expect all supervisors to monitor their teams closely to ensure things stay on a even keel. I know most of our operatives haven't been trained in the soft touch, and I'll be blunt. The last thing we need is somebody thinking this is Afghanistan and smacking a civilian around. We're one YouTube video away from this whole thing blowing up in our faces, so we have to maintain our operational profile throughout. For all these activities, we have a considerable budget. Monarch Solutions is very well off. We've been building resources for a long time, and this is considered a priority. We can buy a lot of silence and cooperation from authorities and citizens alike. That only works as long as things are for sale. The moment we're seen as a threat, that opportunity will disappear. If you see a problem, be proactive and call it in. Don't let anything run out of control or think it will work itself out. We have to be sure. The situation can unravel faster than we think, and we have to coordinate our activities properly. Any questions or concerns, please contact me sooner rather than later. Damn, all sorts of rules.
Anybody here we can trust?
Fucking get on it.
Fiona. She's my
We're
only
cracking
remaining
down.
contact on the inside.
What about this Burke guy? He was under arrest in the same transport as me.
Jury's still out on Burke.
Alright, so we got an employee chart now. Head of Monarch, Paul Serene, creator of Monarch, believes the end of time is inevitable. He's building a survival program for a select few. Then we had division leads, Martin Hatch. Oh, he's a... No, yeah, he is head of security. Alright, spokesperson, head of security and PR. Serene's key advisor working against him, though. Then, Sophia Amaral, head of research, specialist in chronon technology. Only doctor trained to administer Serene's treatment. Intimate relations with Serene, question mark? Dr. Henry Kim, previous head of research, deceased. Key enforcers, Clarice Ogawa, Monarch dispatcher, allegiance to Martin Hatch, working against Serene, and also the person allegedly interviewing Jack. Gibson, head of security, Monarch enforcer, deceased, killed by Burke, as we know from the TV episode. Carlos, leader of Reaper Squad, loyal to Martin Hatch, deceased. Who's Carlos? Oh, he's that guy. Deceased. Something, I forgot what killed him. Did he? Oh, I think Burke killed him too. Potential allies within Monarch, Fiona Miller. Within Monarch, Chronon researcher, confirmed ally, working with Beth from inside. Oh, right, Fiona. Sorry, I thought that was the hacker lady out there, the college protester. Liam Burke, Monarch fixer, has questioned Monarch agenda extensively redeemed a Monarch trader for assisting in Jack's escape. Oh, the first time I was like, he didn't help him escape from prison, but he did from like the car, even though like not really. Charlie Wincup, Monarch hacker, history of allegiance to Martin Hatch, current loyalty unknown. He's also a dick.
The lifeboat.
Yeah. Well, according to Monarch Communications, Paul Serene just activated that thing.
Far sooner than they were supposed to.
What does that mean?
Means we have less time than I hoped.
On the Unique Nature of Lifeboat by Dr. Sophia Amaral, August 18, 2016. While the lifeboat protocol is fairly straightforward on the surface, important that people involved with the project understand how it radically differs from the other survival scenarios against so-called apocalyptic threats. Stutterproofing. A traditional bunker built to protect the occupants from environmental hazard, e.g. a chemical attack or nuclear fallout, is typically sealed airtight, and the occupants have their own electricity, air supply, provisions, etc. Bunker interior is isolated from the outside environment, but the lifeboat design is different. It's not actually sealed, because it doesn't have to be. It does have strong walls and protected access points, but the outside environment is not the problem. It's the lack of Meyer-Joyce field that enables time to exist that makes the outside hazardous. From a technological standpoint, these differences make the lifeboat's operating principles quite different, particularly with regards to maintenance. Compared to, say, the failure of life support system in a hermetically sealed survival space, such as a bunker, the failure of a lifeboat's stutterproofing system has far more immediate and grave effects. A traditional life support system can be repaired. For instance, a failure in the CO2 scrubbers would pose a significant threat, but the replacement parts and tools, properly trained occupants could easily repair the system before they would feel any ill effects. In fact, almost any mechanical failure short of a full-scale environmental breach can be fixed as long as suitable repair materials and trained personnel are at hand. But by its very nature, the stutterproofing is different. If it fails, everybody within the area of effect is immediately affected by the zero state and becomes frozen. In a permanent zero state scenario, that means they would have no opportunity to ever effect repairs. There's literally no time to react. The only exception would be personnel wearing an activated chronon harness, such as a striker suit. But given that repairing the stutterproofing system is a highly technical, complicated process requiring an exceptional proficiency in the operation and engineering of chronon technology, this would be a scenario with a low probability of success. It is therefore of the utmost importance that the lifeboat's stutterproofing operates reliably and without faults, and with multiple fail-safe systems, because if it ever fails, it's unlikely that it can ever be repaired or restarted. Accordingly, once a lifeboat protocol has been activated, there is no real way to deactivate it other than removing the chronon field regulator. This would be highly inadvisable, as doing so could not only disrupt the stutterproofing, but more importantly, without the CFR, the lifeboat's rate of chronon particle consumption is increased by a vast margin, effectively reducing its potential operating time up to a fraction of what it is intended. Unique advantages and risks. However, it's worth pointing out that even though the lifeboat operation has unique hazards, there are also unique advantages. One such advantage is provisions. A traditional survival scenario in a bunker typically involves a poor quality of meals due to obvious resourcing problems. Anything that spoils easily is out of the question. In a zero-state scenario, however, spoilage becomes a non-issue. Anything stored outside stutterproof area remains in perfect condition. This advantage doesn't only apply to comestibles, but also makes the storage of medicine, volatile chemicals, and other similar articles far less of a problem than it otherwise would be. In fact, given the fact that the city of Riverport is vast compared to the relatively small number of people residing in the lifeboat, in theory Monarch operatives could venture outside the lifeboat in chronon harnesses and actually enjoy freshly cooked meals simply by entering a restaurant and finding the ready-made dishes that have been prepared. remove them from the zero state to a stutter-proof area, and enjoy them as hot and delicious as if they had just been prepared, which in fact they of course would be. To be clear, this is not a recommended activity, as it would be a foolish waste of resources to go after individual meals like that. The above scenario is just mentioned here merely to illustrate the point. Even though the lifeboat has been designed to operate for decades of subjective time, it doesn't actually need provisions to run that long. If lifeboat's own reserves start to run low, a well-planned supply run into the city could easily result in a great deal of perfectly preserved supplies. Another advantage is that the whole situation outside the lifeboat would be dire. People frozen in the zero state would not actually be dead. If any solution is found to the end of time scenario, everybody would resume their daily lives, most likely with no awareness of time ever having stopped. However, it's hard to know what the exact psychological impact of that knowledge on the lifeboat personnel will be. There's a real concern that the pressure of knowing that they have the sole responsibility for the survival of the human race, and that there are billions of people outside the walls of the lifeboat, helpless and unaware, frozen eternally in that last moment, may prove to be crushing for some. On the other hand, knowing that their loved ones are actually not dead, and may be saved, and are not in any distress or indeed even aware of the situation, may prove to be a powerful motivating factor that helps us eventually resolve the situation. Of course, the solution to the problem of a permanent zero state is not currently within our reach, and we expect that finding one will take subjective decades, if it is indeed possible. We can but try. It's worth noting that since the people outside Lifeboat are indeed not dead, merely stopped, it should be possible for a team of personnel wearing chronon harnesses to exit the lifeboat, retrieve a person, and bring them into the lifeboat. However, I advise against adopting this practice for the occupants that should forever remain in a theoretical scenario. Any situation in which somebody is brought in from the outside would cause undue stress on the occupants, who would at that point have to become acutely aware that their loved ones could be brought in. But since the lifeboats has limited space, this could never be allowed. That kind of psychological pressure would likely lead to friction and questions of favoritism, and ultimately increase the risk of mission failures. Very true. Dude, they take so many contingencies. Alright, Monarch Mission Statement, 1999. By Paul Serene. December 12th. Limited distribution for approved employees only. I've seen the path ahead, and I know it will be hard. I've founded Monarch Solutions to bring together those who will walk it with me. The elite few whose skill, dedication, and passion will live on when everything else ends. To that end, 1. We will work under my guiding vision of the future. My knowledge of what is coming. My knowledge of what is coming. We accept that we cannot change our fate, nor can we avoid it. It's a harsh truth, but it is the truth. We will accept it and its full implications, but we will not deviate from our course, nor give in to despair, nor give up the fight. Those of us who share in this knowledge, who learn the triumphs and tragedies of the days and years to come, will look past them and find ways to turn them to our advantage. The great uncertain area beyond what is known will be where we build our empire, and we build it on the hope that we can persevere. That our end isn't our end, that we can still succeed. 2. We will expand Monarch's influence and power in all possible spheres: financial, political, cultural, medical, technological, military. It is the best of our ability, or to the best of our ability. This is a goal unto itself. We need to be in a position of exceptional resource and the ability to act when the time comes. We will build, we will seek success and profit, not for the sake of wealth and fame, but for the sake of preparedness. 3. We will develop science and technology to counter the very specific set of circumstances. This will require extensive research and experimentation, as well as tremendous financial costs. We will not be daunted by these challenges. We will complete our work. 4. We will not compromise. We will recognize the sacrifice is required. We are willing to pay the cost to meet our goals. There's no alternative to this. Doubt, qualms, and sentiment are luxuries we cannot afford. Whatever we have to do is a lesser evil than the extinction of the entire human race, and to pretend otherwise is weakness. Nothing in the history of our planet has been as important as this. Nothing we have accomplished as a species matters if we fail in our mission. 5. We will not fail. Just addendum. We will not fail. Alright, there will be many challenges in the years ahead. I know what's coming. It can't be averted, there is no escaping it, but we can survive it, and we can overcome it, and we will. I'm dedicating myself, this company, and every shred of willpower at my disposal to that mission. I expect the same from those who join me on it. Paul Serene.
This is Serene's original manifesto for Monarch.
They had us practically memorize this.
Hundreds of employees. They actually believe all this bullshit?
More than you can imagine.
Oh, let's hear it. Alright. The 3-phase plan. Monarch Solutions. 3-phase plan. Table of contents. Phase 1. Building an empire. February 28th, 1999 to July 4th, 2010. Formation of Monarch Solutions. Lucrative investments. Global expansion. Employee recruitment. Okay, so it's just kind of like funding, essentially. Phase 2, preparing for the future, July 5th, 2010 to October 8th, 2016. Ground Zero buyout, CFR preparation, Chronon tech development, militarization. And then Phase 3, October 9th, 2016 to End of Time. Time Machine core heist. What? Time Machine core heist. From the university, I guess? Chronon tech rollout, remove threats to lifeboat protocol, initiate lifeboat protocol. Why do they label it as a heist?
Was that Paul?
That's how he arrived in the past.
How's that possible? It wasn't even the same time machine he entered at the university.
That's one question I still don't have an answer for.
Was what Paul? Okay, it looks like we read all of these. Oh, there's more stuff back here finally. What do we have here?
No use going there before talking to Dr. Amaral.
Okay, well I guess now we're talking to Dr. Amaral. I don't know why Jack is like, well, I can't open this door until I talk to until I talk to Amaral, obviously. Alright, what up, Amaral?
How's it look?
The problem is quite simple, really. The power relay is down. You'll need to find a way to reset it up. There, where the light is. I'll lower the ladder for you.
What happened to the power relay?
Power surge occurred at 7 a.m. this morning, and the machine was activated.
7 a.m.? That's hours before we even got here.
Well, the numbers don't lie.
Okay, I guess I'm doing some climbing.
Saves me from volunteering.
Alright. Now does that count, or do I have to, wait, you got something else?
So what was the deal with the power thing?
The power relay is down. You can climb the ladder I lowered to find out what's wrong with it.
Okay, but what about that back room? It's even lit up and everything, come on. What if I went through the corridor this way? Aha! Yeah, you thought you could get me, game. What is this? What is this room? Oh, hello.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, hey, is there a giraffe?
This is all my stuff from our family home.
Oh.
Kept everything.
What's that book?
Guess you
Also
thought you
the
might come
streets.
back.
My artsy rebel phase.
Complete with a very rebellious how-to guide. I always wanted to try this, actually. Never had the time.
Yeah, here's this giraffe that Will was yapping about.
Yep. Will's personal psychiatrist. Want to give it a try?
I think that giraffe's holding enough baggage.
It's seen some shit, that's for sure.
Jack? You okay?
Yeah.
Alright, well, is that floating? What is that? Like, as in, like, buoyantly floating.
What's wrong?
Toto.
Toto.
That's my signature.
You made this?
I've never even been here before.
That woman in the picture is you, isn't it? So...
Jack. There's something you should know. 1999. I was 8 years old, playing in my backyard, and a woman approached me, told me she was from the future. She gave me very specific details of events that would come to pass. She gave me this. Filled with dates, events, proof of it all. Jack, that woman.
It was you.
Everything I told myself would happen, did. Every detail, for better or worse, came to pass, and couldn't be changed. Our fate is laid out before us, Jack. Everything that happened to get us here, every sacrifice that was made, they're all a part of this path. And they can't be changed or undone.
Beth.
When we step in that time machine, you will see for yourself.
All right. If you're that sure about how all this works, we can try it your way.
Oh, that's like an extra achievement? I mean, that's a pretty big deal.
It's her. She's the one who's been painting all over the city. Jesus.
Yes, she has. How do I get up there? Do I just climb on this? If I could climb. Okay, maybe it's on the other side. Wait, what's this? Oh, is this the book?
Notebook was full of dates, events that would come to pass, instructions. Her entire existence was formed out of those pages.
Beth's notebook. Beth, I know that this encounter will be a lot to take in. After all, it's not every day you meet your future self. I tell you that you need to keep this all secret, but I know you won't listen. You'll learn that lesson the hard way. Next few years won't be easy for you. Nobody will know what is ever going to understand what you're going through. Those closest to you will try to change you, convince you that you are losing your mind. You're not. You are special. You have been chosen to do something amazing. Know that your struggles will all be worth it in the end because you have a purpose. You're going to save the world. How do I know? I've been through all this before, and I'm going to prove it. Below you will find a list of events that will come to pass in the future. They cannot be changed or undone. It will take time for you to accept this, but eventually you will learn to use this knowledge to your advantage. You will be prepared for what is coming. October 3rd, 2000. Derek Stevenson has been bullying you for months. On October 3rd, you will push him down the staircase at school. You'll do everything in your power to resist this, partly to avoid the consequences, partly to prove this book wrong. But the terrible things he will say in that moment will be too much for you to handle. He'll pretend to cry, claim that you gave him a concussion, and you'll take all the blame. You'll be transferred to another school. You'll hope things will get better. They won't. It's going to be a difficult year. Whenever you feel helpless, just remember this book. You are special. You have a purpose that they don't. Hold on to that. And if it makes you feel better, 16 years from now, Derek will be working at a dollar store. He still lives with his mom. December 3rd, 2000. Mr. Hart's sock from next door will pass away. Damn. February 3rd, 2001. The kids at school will steal your jacket. Your parents will claim you're hiding it on purpose so they will buy you a new one. Look in the bin in the corner of 3rd and Main. You'll find something that will get you through the winter. You'll be teased for wearing it by Michelle. You'll fight back, but it will only make things worse. Eventually, when you are able to contain your anger, take her aside and say the following to her. I'm sorry about your mom. Then give her a hug. She'll push you away. She'll look incredibly confused, vulnerable. She'll never tease you again. April 24th, 2001. Erica, your best friend, will break her arm. Having read this, you will do everything in your power to prevent this. The actions you take to avoid this from happening will only make it so. This is the first time you will truly witness that your fate is already determined. It cannot be changed. Erica will blame you for the incident. Try not to take this to heart. You'll soon discover that she isn't the friend you thought she was. Stay strong. You will find people who respect you for who you are very soon. August 5th, 2001. You'll take the night bus home. There'll be one other passenger on board, scruffy-looking kid with a black eye. His name is Jack Joyce. Remember his face. He's going to become important down the line. Crazy. September 11th, 2001. This is the one that will change you. An event will occur that will devastate the entire nation. An act of terrorism will cause the World Trade Centers to collapse. Thousands will die. I won't go into further detail because the more you know, the more painful it will become when you are unable to prevent it, and you will try to prevent it. You will fail. You will curse this book for not telling you more. You will curse yourself for not being able to stop it. You'll take a long time to get over this, but eventually you will see this pain and use this pain to feel your path forward. You've now felt what it is to be completely unprepared for what is coming. It won't happen again, and next time you will be ready. This is the event you will finally make you believe. Any doubt you had will disappear. You're ready to take on this mission. So what is coming? October 8th, 2016. An experiment gone wrong will cause time to break down. This event will be referred to as a fracture in time. The onset of this event cannot be prevented, but the outcome must be. If the fracture is not stopped, then time itself will come to an end. Life on our planet will end. Saving the world wasn't an overstatement. It is your mission. You must stop the fracture. You can pull this off, but you need to follow some simple instructions. Learn who to trust. Short answer, nobody. The less people know about you, the safer you will be. From this point forward, your mission takes priority over every other aspect of your life. Do not start a relationship of any kind that you aren't willing to leave behind at a moment's notice. There's one exception to this rule. We'll get to that. Know your enemy, Monarch Solutions. They will try to prevent you from achieving your goal. Learn everything you can about them. You will know the best way to achieve this when the time is right. Monarch is run by a man named Paul Serene. You must never be seen by Paul Serene. If he discovers you, you will risk failing your mission. Learn everything you can about him, remain hidden. But keep in mind that the best place to hide is often in plain sight. Blend in, changing your appearance frequently, hair color, clothing style, everything. Be cautious about drawing attention to yourself. Learn to blend in. Examine those around you, the way they move, speak, laugh, copy them. Become your surroundings. Train daily. There are a series of skills you will need to master to be prepared. Hand-to-hand combat, Filipino Kali, Jeet Kune Do, weapons training, knives, pistols, shotguns, rifles, wilderness survival, compartmentalization, lip reading, face reading. The list is one that you will build as you go. In time, you will understand what is necessary and what isn't. Don't rush yourself. Start with gymnastics. Study your target, Jack Joyce. He is the one person who can help you on your mission. He is the exception to rule 1. You can trust him. Learn what you can about Jack. Study him from afar, but do not approach him directly. You aren't the only one watching him. Okay. On October 9th, 2016. To rescue Jack Joyce from there, the next steps will reveal themselves. Be patient with him. He's stubborn, reckless, naive, but you can't do this without him. He has his moments. He's smarter than he seems at first. Don't mistake grief for stupidity. Study your objective, the countermeasure. This is the device that was built to stop the fracture in time. This is your objective. Find the countermeasure and use it to stop the fracture. Achieve this and the world will be saved. The device is built by Jack's brother, Dr. William Joyce. Any attempt to contact William or find the countermeasure before the onset of the fracture will be in vain. Wait, Jack will show you the way. Retrieving the countermeasure will not be a simple task. It will involve great hardship and sacrifice. When the time comes, you will be ready for this. When you first read this, it won't make much sense to you. Over time, you will believe every word, but you will feel underprepared. You'll wish that I had told you everything. I promise you that what is written here is everything you will need in order to get where you need to be. I know this because I'm already there. Chin up, Toto. You're going to achieve amazing things. You. Just as signed. You. I'm you. What's in here?
Looks climbable.
What looks climbable?
There we go.
Wait, there's one more. Wait, hold on. What was the climbable thing? What was that all about? This? Yeah, why am I climbing this though?
Why the hell would your brother put maintenance controls way up there?
That's exactly the kind of question that never would have entered Will's mind while building this thing. Hey, I think I can get to the reset from here.
Oh!
Still getting used to that.
Don't expect to.
Wait, why is Beth fine?
Having trouble getting that red light up there?
It's easier said than done.
No pressure. Fate of the world.
Wait, what?
Stepping on anything that... Oh, you're already there. Well, good work.
Alright, well let's, I guess, reset the time machine.
So, red turned into green.
Okay, that's actually good. Not sure how you need to do that, but there should be another red light on the other side of the machine. Do the same to that one.
Oh, I see it. But how the heck am I supposed to actually get up there? Like, there's no way I'm like walking across these cables or something crazy like that, right? Yeah, that would be a madman's task. What do you want? Okay, hold on. Wait, does it always say use? Like that? Okay, there's a thing around here somewhere, first of all. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, I'm getting damaged by the core. Okay, somewhere around here. I thought. So wait, maybe it's up top then? What's this?
Jack. Hi. It's Will. I guess you're in Thailand by now. I'm not sure if you even still use his number. I don't like how he left things. I've been under a lot of pressure. There's some things I should tell you. I'd like to make it right. Just call me, okay? Please.
Oh, sorry, flashbang. Okay, we're looking for one thing, I think. Yeah, so whatever the last thing is. I think it's a chronon source. Alright, we gotta climb back up this thing. I only get the ping when I'm actually up there. Like on top of it, so it must be up here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Okay, flashbang. Perfect, got everything.
Alright, all lights are green.
I'm at least trying to do my best to warn. Apologies if you're getting blasted by the flashbangs.
Chronon levels are stable. Diagnostics are positive. This may actually work.
This is a relatively tame
It's ready. It's
Jack section.
actually functioning.
Okay, we're doing this. I'll set the date into the console.
Oh, I thought she was going to that computer.
July 4th, 2010. Are you ready?
No. Are you?
I hope so. Oh, shit.
This is it. There's no turning back.
Hey, wait. What did you do? That was the wrong door. You changed the date. Where is she? Where is she?
I had no choice. I couldn't let you take the countermeasure. It would put our entire plan at risk.
Oh,
I
crazy.
already called Monarch from the terminal. They're on their way. It's over. What did you do?
Fuck!
We need the countermeasure to run the lifeboat.
Okay. I'm gonna follow through with the plan. Tie her up and get as far away from here as you can.
I will. You just take care of yourself, Jack.
It's funny that they
Okay.
trusted her for like 2 seconds. I don't even know why they bother trusting her. Oh, wait, is this the first time we get to walk through ourselves? Oh, this is sick. Oh, we are traveling counterclockwise. That is so crazy. That is so cool.
Your first journey back in time, 2010. This is where our notes get hazy.
You know how it ended.
Your goal when you arrived was to retrieve the countermeasure.
But my goal had to wait. Because I wasn't alone.
Okay. Let's continue, shall we?
Hey, Bobby Radford coming at you on 4th of July. And what
thought I
a
heard
fine
something.
day it is, too. Things are looking up for Riverport. Don't believe me? Just look at that shiny new Monarch building going up. That's a big deal for this town. Sure, I know there's been complaints, talking about how Monarch's tearing down this or that, taking over the mom and pop spots, making Riverport more corporate. Some of that's happening. It ain't all good. A huge corporation like that, you know, they're all about power and profit. But I say, hold on there. Put it in perspective. This town's been miserable for a long time. A long time. When our shipbuilding industry took that final nosedive, we hit one hell of a slump. A lot of people I know have been unemployed for years now, and that's hard. But Monarch's here. And they're starting to change that big time. So they ain't perfect. So what? It beats the alternative. I want to be optimistic about this. It ain't wrong to have a little hope for the future. I want to believe that this is capitalism working as intended, you know? The American way, you could say.
What a crazy song. Alright, now we got some more. This might be the thing we've already read, but we'll read it again anyways. The countermeasure. It's finished. It's finally finished. The tests are all positive. I've constructed a working countermeasure for the fracture in time. I can't prove it, obviously, since there's no fracture to deploy it against, but I believe it will work. It's passed every test I can conceive. There's no reason I could see it wouldn't. Given your knowledge of the future, I'm guessing you already knew this would be the day I completed my work. This day has been a long time coming. I was beginning to doubt it was possible. I haven't heard from you in almost 2 years now. Please tell me you're still out there. Alright, now this is from Beth. Now I'm going to ask you to do something that will sound counterintuitive. Leave the workshop, leave the countermeasure behind, and do not return until tomorrow morning. As with all of my orders, it is best that I don't go into further detail. Okay, leaving the workshop now. The countermeasure is secured in my safe. I know that better than to ask the reasoning behind this request. In 11 years, you've never been wrong, and I don't want to know about the future anyways. But it won't matter. But that won't make this easier for me to digest. Can we meet tomorrow? Now that the device is complete, I need to know the next steps are. And please be careful with the countermeasure. It's tremendously powerful. Sourcing the chronon particles for it alone has taken over a decade. Rebuilding would take me years and years. Crazy. Where did he get the chronon particles? Because it makes sense that like there would be a lot of chronon activity around the time machine activated, but how did he get the chronon particles in the first place? Unless that was post, maybe he got attacked in the time machine and then they started talking about the CFR? But that can't work. Can it?
What's going on here? Since when did Will run a graffiti workshop? None of this crap was here in 2016.
Oh yeah, let's go up here.
It's locked. I gotta check out that gunfire before I go anywhere else.
Alright, well.
What the? Someone's in here.
Yeah, it's suspicious gunshots.
Who the hell is that? The fuck are they shooting at?
Right? Yeah, I mean, they've been going for quite some time, right?
Hey.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ammo for days. Alright, let's go check it out.
Beth? It's me. Hey, 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 hey. What happened to you?
This is it. There's no turning back. Jack?
So doesn't she go? She's going into the future. She's traveling the wrong direction. She's going clockwise.
Dr. Emerald sent me to the future. I fought for months trying to find a way to get back. I wasn't the only one. Stop! I followed him back. He set William's machine to 1999. The first possible exit point.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
It's okay. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. I'm on your side.
Who are you?
I'm Beth Wilder. There's some things you need to know.
So wait, that was Paul, like the OG, like university Paul.
And you've been here ever since. 11 years. Why? Why didn't you come back?
We should get ready. We don't have much time.
Damn.
She had changed. And there was a weight in her eyes. She was hiding something.
She always was.
Okay. Get rid of this so I can start reading in peace.
Still got it.
What? There's another one?
What exactly do you believe changed in Beth?
She lost hope.
Oh, damn. Our Beth's journal, February 28, 1999. Back in time. Here I am, back in time. I've already lived once before, no idea how long I'll need to stay here. No idea what comes next. This isn't how it was supposed to go. This wasn't the plan. I'm going to come to terms with that, and I'm going to need to write it all down. Nobody's going to tell this. There's nobody to tell this to but myself, so... Hello, me, again. This all started back in 2016. Jack and I kidnapped Dr. Amaral. We're supposed to use a time machine to travel back to 2010 and retrieve the countermeasure. I believe Dr. Amaral switched the date at the last moment. I heard Jack calling out, but it was too late. I was already inside. There's nothing to do but keep moving forward. And when I exited the corridor, I arrived in one place I never thought possible. The end of time. My greatest fear was realized. I'm still trying to grasp what that means. My entire life has been devoted to stopping the fracture. What I saw, was it proof that it couldn't be stopped? I can't believe that. There's a logic to all this, a meaning. I just haven't found it yet. I'm not ready to write down the details of the end of time. Not yet. The essential part of the story is that I found a way back. I spent a long time trying to fix William's machine. But somebody beat me to it. He set a course to the earliest time the machine could operate. The first time the core was activated. February 28th, 1999. I followed him through. So is that why Beth didn't have issues moving around during the stutter a second ago? But shouldn't that have always been the issue? Didn't we have to like I don't remember if we actually had to unfreeze her ever, actually. I don't think we did. Now I'm thinking about it. I think it was only Will. Alright, anyways. That's when I found William. Still alive, much younger than I'd seen him before. I warned him about the fracture. I told him he was the only one who could create a solution. He begged me not to tell him anything else about the future. He said he couldn't stand living like that. Being constantly aware of what will come to pass. His every action just a part of a preordained dance. I'll have to tell him more, but I know how he felt. William agreed to do what must be done. He agreed to build the countermeasure. This whole time it was me who set him on that path. He says the machine doesn't have sufficient chronon capacity to return me to the future. He says a jump that far would be nearly impossible without a substantial scientific breakthrough. Apparently that hasn't happened yet. That's his way of saying I'm trapped in 1999, second time around. So, here I am. July 19th, 1999. Time machine move equals success. I worked with Will to get the time machine moved. Had to be sure Serene wouldn't be able to use it to his advantage, so we moved it to the one place I knew it would be safe. Bradbury swimming pool. Will spent a big chunk of his research grant buying the property. It's the one place I knew for sure that Monarch won't find us. After all, they still weren't aware of it in 2016, which means this is my new home for the time being. Will refuses to build the countermeasure here. He says it has to be done in his workshop. He chose that location to build the time machine for a reason. Something about the abnormal chronon density. Okay. Abnormalities, whatever. Doesn't seem to concern him with the very people we need to hide from. Wait. Didn't seem to concern him that the very people we need to hide from know about his workshop. Probably doesn't help that he won't let me tell him that those people are who those people actually are. Guy's almost as stubborn as his brother. Now that the move is complete, Will is on his way and all he can do is wait. Not liking the idea of that. Keeping busy was the only thing that distracted me from the eerie nature of being trapped here. Guess I should look at the bright side. Second chance at having a killer Y2K party. Fair enough. September 5th, 1999. Little me. Most surreal experience. Her eyes looked so full of life, looking to the clouds, invulnerable to the world around her. She looked so full of life. She looked so happy. It was me. I knew this day was coming. I knew I had to go and see her and set her on the mission that she would do what needed to be done, so that someday she would become, well, me. She was in the backyard, bright red duffel coat, playing, simple pleasures. It's strange. I remember the small details so differently the first time around. When I was a child, that woman who came to me seemed like an angel, a limitless source of wisdom gifting me with purpose. Now I was that woman, trembling, a lump in my stomach, nervous as hell. It didn't matter. I knew she was too young to see those things on my face. I gave her the notebook. I told the small child to give up on those simple pleasures, to pursue a life that would bring nothing but hardship and pain. I promised her that it would all be worth it, that she would make a difference, that she would save the world. She believed me. Damn. Having to lie to your past self, apparently. She believed me is a crazy line to write down. January 1st, 2000. Epic Y2K party. Ate bagels with cream cheese and watched Buffy reruns in a drained swimming pool. Party on. September 11th, 2001. 9/11. I tried to stop it a second time. I warned them, told them exactly what was going to happen. Nothing changed. I came to terms with the fact that none of this could have be changed as a child, but since then I've seen things that make me desperate to prove myself wrong, desperate to believe that what I've seen cannot come to pass. I tried to stop the rise of Monarch. I tried to stop Paul Serene, both versions of him. Every action was negated by the force of a timeline that cannot be bent or broken. I tried to stop tragedy as well. Jack's parents, Christmas of 1999. I knew what happened to them. This time I was there. Car crashed exactly as it was supposed to. My presence only led it to happen as it always did. Went to the funeral, watched Jack cry. I watched Will build up a wall around himself. I watched the two brothers change forever in that moment. I could do nothing about it. And now this. Fuck. Damn. Like, wait, what if she's actually like... I wonder how all this, like, because I forgot. I wonder how this all really starts, because it's just like, Beth is kind of like potentially the cause of all of this, maybe. Of like the Joyce's problems. But somebody had to build the time machine in the first place, or do that. So, however that actually gets resolved is how this really starts. May 22nd, 2002, Monarch. I guess that, I mean, would that be Paul? No, because Will has to build it in 1999. So Will built one, I guess normally, right? And then because he built it, Paul was able to go back to that moment and fuck with him and make things worse. So I guess Will built the time machine initially. And now, because of that, it was really Paul who's causing all the problems. Because he misinterpreted two different events. I feel like. Or something. Something happened, well, we still have Paul's stuff to go through. So if something happened with Paul that caused him to decide, we still haven't figured that out. Like his full trip to the end of time or whatever. Anyways, May 22nd, 2002, Monarch. They spotted me near William's workshop. Barely got out there alive. After all this time, Serene is still obsessed with finding me. Won't give up until he does. Have to be more careful in the future. Yeah, and he's obsessed with her. We've seen in some of the notes that he's obsessed with Beth. He's like, this woman's fucking it up. Alright, May 22nd, 2003. At the end of time. Wait, what? In 2003? Been having recurring nightmares about what I saw. Oh, okay. I see, I understand. I've been dreading doing this, but it's time. I have to write it out. It's the only way to move past it. In 2016, I entered the time machine, intending to travel back to 2010. It didn't happen. Dr. Amaral changed the date. When I exited the time machine, I arrived at the end of time. The fracture had to run its course. Time had stopped altogether. The entire world was frozen in one hanging moment, and I was the only one still able to function, or so I thought. Then the shifters came. I can still hear them. Their sounds echo in my dreams. The entire world was still, except me. They really don't like movement. I'd step out of the machine into the one thing I'd spent my entire life trying to prevent. The fracture was never fixed. I was living through the proof. The first hours were the hardest. I was living through a nightmare I couldn't wake up from, surrounded by constant reminders that my mission would fail. Never able to stay in one place because the shifters were always searching, always hunting. I wasn't alone. I discovered the first evidence of this a few days in. I heard shifters become agitated, but I was nowhere near them. They were following somebody else, Paul Serene, a younger Paul, scared, weak, vulnerable. He found me, tried to convince me that we needed to work together, to help each other through. He found out very quickly that I wanted him dead. He had no training, no killer instinct, but he had those damn powers, and all I had was the Chronon harness. Oh, crazy. The end of the world. Wait. Yeah, the end of the world. The only two people left, and we became sworn enemies. Can't be sure how long we spent there. It could have been months. It could have been years. When time doesn't move, it feels like an eternity. Our grip on reality slipped away, trapped in an endless loop of brutal survival. Though we were enemies, there was a strange bond formulated through that suffering. We shared an experience that no other human has ever endured. Eventually, Paul managed to get William's time machine working. He's convinced that he needed to travel back to the earliest possible point in order to stop this all from happening. He had yet to learn that the past couldn't be changed. I followed him through the machine, but he escaped. He formed Monarch, he built an empire. I watched the birth of a monster. I can't escape the feeling that my actions helped shape what he became. Maybe I could have guided him. Maybe if I hadn't tried to hunt him down and kill him at the end of time. Or maybe if I hadn't tried to hunt him down and kill him at the end of time. That can't be my part in all of this. There has to be more. I wake up in a cold sweat most nights. I hear the shifters coming. I can almost feel their presence. Much of my experience at the end of time has become a blur in my memory, but there's one detail that I cannot shake. Or can't shake. One detail that brings my entire mission into question. One detail that haunts me. 2021. What does that mean? Is that when that time happened? 5 years? No. One detail that haunts me, 2021. It's always dated at the top. Why does she put 2021 as a date specifically? Like, that is unheard of in this timeline. It's always like 2016, like maybe a day or two, because the end of time is in 2016, right? Like shortly after the fracture. Okay. February 3rd, 2005, hobbies. 5 years until the countermeasure will be complete. I spend most of my days training. I don't know what happens once the device is finished, but being prepared is my specialty. I still wonder if Jack will follow the plan, if he'll emerge from the machine in 2010. Best not to think about it. I'm not giving up, but I can't let these thoughts consume me. I need to focus on the present. Focus on what is in front of me. That's the mantra that keeps me going. Just focus on the present. So I decided to take on some hobbies. Tried poetry, got depressed, dabbled with guitar for a while, smashed it against the wall. Started experimenting with graffiti. Seemed to be working out so far. Or okay for me so far. It's fulfilling on a few different levels. Partly as a form of self-expression. Partly as a means of release. Partly just to fuck with people. What happens when Joe analyzes some graffiti on a wall one day, builds an interpretation in his head, and then 3 years later his depiction of that image comes true? Not sure. It's fun to think about. I can't change anything, but at least this gives me an illusion of some kind of power. The illusion is what keeps me holding on. Sometimes I leave anonymous notes in people's mailboxes telling them what will happen next week. I watch the reactions from afar. Voyeurism and graffiti. This is my life these days. Focus on the present. 2007, Jack. I started watching him recently. I know Monarch is tracking him, so I keep my distance. I wasn't sure why I felt the need to follow him, to watch his life from the outside, but I think I understand. I met Jack in the wake of his brother's death, the onset of the fracture. Worst day of both of our lives. He was broken. That's the only Jack I ever knew. There's some kind of comfort in seeing him in happier times. I watched his band play a gig nearby, atrociously bad, whiny emo music. Definitely a music movement I didn't need to live through a second time, but there was something pure about seeing him up there, letting it all out. He never had an easy life. It was just nice that he found a way to release all that. Just looked happy. Made me forget everything else. Nightmares stopped for a while after that, so I kept following him. Gave me something else to focus on. Spent most of my life hiding who I am, what I know. Knew Jack for less than 24 hours, but he's the only person I've opened up to about everything. I told him the truth. He believed me. I wish I could thank him for that. I'm not sure what I'm going to tell him if he comes through the time machine on July 4th, 2010. What will he think when he sees me? 11 years have passed. I look like I've aged 3 lifetimes since then. And for him, it could only be a matter of minutes. What do I say? That I saw the end? That this might be all for nothing? I was the one who believed without question that we needed to stop the fracture. That confidence has now been replaced with insecurity, weakness. I fear letting him see that. I fear that he'll see the doubt in my eyes. For years I felt invincible, full of hope. I'm not that woman anymore. I'm scared. Damn, this was like 3 years ago? Or even further. Yeah, like 3 years. Alright, December 11th, 2007. Memory. Tonight I painted something at the university campus. It's only after I finished and took a step back to look at it that I realized I've seen it before about a decade ago. Remains of something painted on a wall but washed away. It was a jolt. Is this all of the future? Or is all of this futile, sorry? Nothing sticks. Nothing is changed. All of it washed away by the river of time. Fucking time travel. Yeah, it's a real piece, huh? July 9th, 2008. Will. Been in contact with Will every 6 months or so. Short exchanges just to get an update on his progress building the countermeasure. He's still at least 2 years away from completion, but he's now confident that he knows how the countermeasure will work. He told me that the countermeasure will be able to reverse a fracture in time. In order to do so, it must be activated early in the escalation of the fracture. Once the fracture runs its course, once the end of time is reached, he believes the countermeasure will be rendered ineffective. Okay. I asked him what it would mean if the end of time ever occurred. He said it would mean that the fracture was never stopped. It would mean that we failed. Oh. July 21st, 2008. Everything I've done has been for nothing. Oh, Jesus. It's like 2 weeks later. Alright, July 4th, 2010. Final entry. Day is here. Soon I'll receive word that William has completed the countermeasure. I'm sure of it. I've come to accept that it doesn't mean we will succeed. I've come to accept that my mission was a lie. But I'm not giving up. Lie or not, I devoted my life to this cause. It gave me meaning. It's all I've ever known. Even if I've seen proof that it won't succeed, I'm not giving up. Dedicate every ounce of courage I have left to seeing this through. I'll treat the countermeasure. I'll keep it safe until 2016. I'll do everything in my power to activate it when the time comes. I will fail, but I will fail knowing that I did everything in my power to save the world. For years I had hoped that this would be the day when I would see Jack again. I've given up that hope. This mission started with me alone. That's how it will end. This will be my final entry. Damn. Alright, what do we have here?
11 years.
Wall of calendar. Damn. Where'd you get food? Fucking calendars of 11 years of time spent at the Bradbury swimming pool? For over a decade? That's crazy.
So where's Will? Where's the countermeasure?
The countermeasure's at William's workshop, where he built it.
Then that's where we go.
Yes. That was the plan.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely different. Hold on, I'm just gonna look back here. She is definitely very, jaded and dejected. I mean, it does not sound great from that journal. She did not have a good time. In all senses of the word.
We should go see Beth.
Yeah, we'll get there, Jack. So, oh wait, but is Will's workshop, was Will's workshop the initial ground zero point where they were? Gathering chronon particles from Monarch?
My supplies are upstairs. We'll need to get them.
Because I guess...
There's so much you don't know, that you never saw. I gave up on the idea that you would ever come.
Damn.
I need to know we're still in this together.
I told you once our fate is already laid out for us. I still believe that. More than ever. I'm just worried what that might mean.
It means we finish this.
Because, yeah, I think I was, for some reason, assuming they were harvesting chronon particles from the university, but they were actually taking them from Will's workshop the initial time, I guess, right?
You need gear? Take whatever you need. The rest of it's going in the river, along with everything else I brought here.
No, because they see the fracture.
That's a little drastic.
And the fracture is the university,
my time
wasn't
here
it?
is done, Jack. I have to erase my presence. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Now I got it all sorts of fucked up. Oh, we are gearing up.
Ready
We are...
when you are, Jack.
Yeah. I'm picking. There's a lot of options here, you know. Oh, let's take that. Let's take the assault rifle. And there's some nice notes to read.
Okay. The countermeasures at Will's workshop. We find it, then what?
You bring it back here, use the machine, and return to the future. Use it to stop the fracture. That was always the plan.
That is still the plan.
Yes.
Yes. Monarch.
You followed Paul to 1999. Why did he travel so far back?
To form Monarch. Prepare for what's coming.
You kept tabs on him.
And he's kept tabs on me.
Alright, Rise of Monarch Whiteboard. Monarch 1999, Monarch formed. Or, sorry, March 1999. Might as well be Monarch 1999. CEO never disclosed. Lucrative investments, all based on Serene's future knowledge. August 2000, Monarch spotted following William Joyce. Monarch is following William throughout Riverport, and no longer safe to keep in direct communication. 2001, Martin Hatch hired. First listing of Martin Hatch on employee chart. No details available on Hatch prior to this. May 2002, Monarch patrolling workshop. Monarch spotted near Will's workshop. Barely escaped alive. Must avoid workshop area. 2003, Monarch on Fortune 500. Well positioned on Fortune 500. Investments have stopped. PR campaign has begun. 2005, February, spotted by Monarch. Monarch still searching for me. Must stay out of public eye from this point forward. March 2006, R&D facility commissioned Gull Island. Must investigate further. 2006, Martin Hatch promoted. He is now designated the Monarch spokesperson. Previous spokesperson found dead. Every promotion Hatch receives results from a trail of blood. May 2008, Monarch Tower construction. And I guess it just begins. And 2009, Monarch investigated Will's workshop. Monarch's personnel spotted covertly entering Will's workshop. They may know what we're up to. Monarch's security cameras now surround the workshop. Approaching area will alert Serene. Then in 2010, Monarch Chronon Tech delayed. Monarch Chronon Tech research under Dr. Kim not proceeding as planned. Not enough chronon particles available. Ground Zero not present? December 2010, Dr. Sophia Amaral recruited, hired as Cronon research scientist. Huh. Okay. I think we're all geared up. Well, let's do it.
I can't imagine what happened to you. When you entered that machine, I wanted to go after you, but I didn't know where Sophia sent you or how to find you.
You made it here. It's all that matters. You followed the plan.
Whatever happened to you, change it.
Don't.
We can fix this.
Don't.
We can undo this.
You still don't get it. It can't be changed. No matter what we do, the pieces fall in all of the exact same places. I've tried. Over and over.
I can't just sit back and do nothing.
You have to let go. Jack. You have to let go. I've seen it. The end of time. That is where she sent me. I was there. I've been fighting this fight my entire life, and I saw us fail. I saw where this leads. I just don't know anymore. I don't know if we can win this thing.
Then we'll die finding out.
Damn, there's a part 4. Will's Workshop 2010.